Hello, this is Uncle Yab, and we gabbing with Yab today. And today I got another visitor. What I'm doing an interview with Miss Armenia here. Armenia, how are you?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
You doing good?
Yep.
Yeah. So we always be talking and stuff like that. We always talking about different relationships. But now it's 2021. So what's going on out here with the relationships and with guys and women and men? And do you have any advice for the single women out here?
Well, first of all, 2020 was a test of time for relationships, period. Far as people staying together, people breaking up,
yeah.
People trying to figure each other out. Everyone's representative fell off.
Right.
2020, okay?
I hear you.
So if you didn't have a solid foundation of what you wanted, what you needed, you definitely wasn't going to last in 2021.
Right.
And there's also a baby making year as well.
Yeah. So you figure, so as far as women, what do they look for in a man? If they're looking for a man, whether it's a boyfriend or a husband, what are they looking for?
Well, it depends because technically speaking, as a woman, you shouldn't be looking for anything in a man. You should first figure it out in yourself. Therefore, you should know what you need for him. And first of all, you shouldn't need a man. You should want a man. There's two different things to that.
Right.
Because you should be stable enough that you're able to express yourself effectively and not argue, not fight over everything else.
Right.
So probably for a single woman that's hardworking, like such as a couple of my coworkers, the most hard part of being single and not really being in a relationship, far as trying to find individual, is probably breaking ground because it's hard to find good people. You see what I'm saying? Like as a group, most of the time, it's a group of us that actually do go out to like eat and lunch and all that stuff together,
right?
Just to have conversations about relationships, over about hot topics, about getting to know themselves better. I do know one brother that is my friend too, and he actually read a few self-help books, like that, and also gave me some far as a female point of view as well.
Oh, okay. So he helped you out in that aspect.
Oh yeah. He gave me the book. It was one saying how to love a black man, and it was one he read how to love a black woman.
Right.
So
do you think? And I'm speaking for a black man. Do you think we need to learn that? I mean, because I know that's something that may not come natural to everybody.
Oh, definitely.
But do you think instead of us trying to get to know that person, do we really need to look at a book to find out how to love a black woman?
I definitely so. Because the mass majority of us.
Y'all saw bills, huh?
Exactly. The mass majority of us don't grow up in like 2-parent households.
Right.
You know? So we're not really displaying the fact that there's a man and a woman together and taught how to love. And be a loving, have a loving relationship.
Gotcha.
So by reading the book, it's more an insight thing to get a look at yourself and what flaws you bring to the table that you could possibly work on.
Right.
Because when you date and then you have like a lot of exes or whatever like that, and you do it in the heat of the moment or whatever it is, you're not really looking at maybe I should work on me. It's like, well, forget that lady and forget that dude and forget about him and he did this and this
right,
and everything
right.
else. And it's like, okay, well, you gotta when you take that step back, you start looking at like, well, let me see if I can do this more. Maybe because no one wants to be unhappy.
That's true.
No one wants to be frustrated. No one wants to be stressed out every single day.
And no one wants to be lonely.
Yeah, that too. You see what I'm saying? So to build on a solid foundation. Most of the time, personally, myself, I'm like a person that approaches things differently on the aspect of being someone's friend. I'd rather be your friend first.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? To get to know you, you get to know me, so then we can build off of there.
So you think that's better? Because, I know, I've been through a couple of marriages and things like that, and have you been through a marriage?
Yeah, I've been divorced.
So you learn from them different things.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely learned from the 2 marriages I've been through. So, and I know, and I think I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's always something that'll trip you up. But as far as what we were just saying, you want to get to know that person first. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, but you can't fault, like, some people learn by mistakes. We learn by mistakes, stuff like that. But the bottom ground is not giving up. You can't just say I'm just not gonna be with anyone ever again, or have another jacked up relationship, stuff like that.
Right.
You learn from the other two what not to do and what to do to approach the thing differently.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And books like that, just help basically, like the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
I forgot what's the guy, the big security guy. He was married, and he had told me about the book.
Oh, okay. The 5 love languages?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I never heard that before.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's like, I haven't read it yet. It's like one of my books to read. I'm trying to get to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But he was telling me about it, and I saw when he was reading, I asked him why he was reading it, and he said because he was married and stuff.
Yeah.
And he wanted to better communicate with his wife.
Oh, okay. Okay. And which is good because everybody don't know everything.
True.
But we think we do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, marriage is a big step. It's a big commitment. So you don't want to mess it up. You want to get it right. If you got to ask somebody or get into a book to find out what you need to be doing, then that might be a smart thing.
Yeah, but then you also got to bring to the table the fact that what kind of relationship you want.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? A lot of relationships that go dull and stale. Like, you got to spice it up. You can't just be like whatever and not come home one day. You got to have, the bottle of champagne. You got this. And I find that sometimes with a couple of dudes I know and stuff like that, you got to put an effort.
Right.
Like, they don't really put the effort for it sometimes.
Yeah.
Which, like, messes them up. But if you put the effort for it, it goes a long way.
That's true. That's true. And it takes two.
Yeah, definitely that.
I was when I was going through my second divorce.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody, and the lady was like, and I was telling her, well, yeah, the couple, everybody got to give 50-50. She said, no, she give 100 and you give 100. So I thought about it. I said, I guess she's right.
Yeah.
Because both persons got to bring everything to it to make it work.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't, it's going to be a 60-40 or 80-20.
Yeah.
And who want that?
Yeah, you got to have the mindset of, I want this to work. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know you might be, no one's perfect. Don't get me wrong. No one's perfect. And I don't expect no one to be perfect. I don't expect no one to drop their expectations either. Because I'm a person that really likes to work with someone to set our goals and be happy.
Right.
But you got to be able to, like, at the end of the day,
yeah.
You still love me at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless of what happened, if anything went wrong, we can sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And work it out. It's you get the heck out of here. I can't stand you and stuff like that. Because it's togetherness, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And things go wrong with marriages, but the main thing is you got to talk about it and work it out, right?
Oh yeah, definitely that. My marriage went wrong basically because we were unevenly yoked. Basically.
Bam.
Because,
I talked about that with you before because
Yeah.
I was in that same situation.
Yeah, because when you're on a whole other page, 10 steps ahead of the other person, and the other person can't see the 10 steps you're putting forward, they're not going to follow.
That's right.
Or catch up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, that had to end because it was like, I want this, and this by a certain age. I want to get the house like that. But then the person's living in the here and now, which a lot of women go through that with their man or with their girl too. Don't get me wrong. Because there's some girls that's not willing to be supportive to their man if they have a dream, have a goal, or have whatever. And then you kill the whole relationship.
That's true. That's true. And, but let me ask you another question. What do women want from men?
What do women want? I can't honestly say what all women want. Basically, I could tell you what I want. Like I said, like far as based on I want. To me, it's not about money. It's not about this, and this. I'd rather have someone, because someone had asked me that question one day too.
Right.
Like, they're like, because they kept trying to hook me up with like their uncles and their cousins and their nephews and everything else. It was like a mess.
See what it is? I think it's something about you that people want to hook you up with people.
Yeah, all the time.
But I think what that is, I get that, but then I would want to find a good man for you because I wouldn't want to because you can't just go with anybody. So it got to be somebody that's good because if not, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, I'm gonna be like that. I messed up. You know what I mean? So and then because women looking for good men and men looking for good women.
Oh, definitely that. But my for me personally, I'd rather have someone to where if I was sick, you could bring me a bowl of soup.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and a cup of tea. And when I'm having my down days, support me versus someone trying to buy me everything or do whatever this and this. Like, if that's just extra to me. It's just always been. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have had goals and expectations all my life since I was probably like maybe probably 13, 14.
Oh, okay.
Time I was like 19, I completed every goal I had on my list.
Wow.
So then I got bored,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got married and tried to settle down and to actually build with the individual to go on to the next set of goals. But then he wasn't ready for it because
Right.
he didn't complete any of his stuff on his own.
Gotcha.
I'm a big fan of men taking their own path
True.
of free will. Like, I'm not a person that's gonna push my expectations on you. I'd rather you sit there, honestly, choose your path, and then after you choose your path, even if it is with me,
Right.
so then I'm gonna help you on your path.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna walk with you on your path.
Gotcha. As you should be. As you should be, because like once again, I just said that bring 100%, 100%, and both of you guys need to walk together. Not you in the back and he in the front
Yep.
and things like that. Because it's not the '60s anymore.
Yeah.
It's 2021, and everybody. I always said everybody got to come to the table with something.
Yeah, exactly.
But
nowadays everyone's like, they still booty calling it up the thing. And freaking social media.
Right.
Social media, Facebook, you sliding in DMs and everything. This is not like back in the day. You see what I'm saying? When we had a party room or whatever that you call on the phone. get in the
Exactly,
chat,
yeah.
Talk trash. No. Everyone's slipping and sliding all over the place. It's fucking crazy.
And all these apps where you can go meet people and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's crazy nowadays.
Yeah. There's no more face to face. There's
Right.
no more real conversation. No more like I bump into you, let me get to know you type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's based off of physical, not the mental, half the time, which is bad too.
Yep.
You know?
Online.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of times you can't talk to a person online because they're gonna sound like what you want to hear, and then when you see them again, when you talk to them, like, this fool crazy, But you get what I'm saying.
I know.
I've been there and done that with that online crap.
I've been there, done
I know. I mean,
the
it's fun.
online
It's
thing.
fun and all. And you get your back and forth, and what she say today and all that. But when it comes down to it, you might not want to meet him or her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah. If someone's not really trying to, get to know you, like get to know you, especially with online with all this Facebook and everything else that's going on, it's like it's a waste of time. Seriously,
Right.
Time is 2020. If 2020 didn't teach you anything,
yeah.
let me tell you, it's to get it together.
That's true. That's
It's to
true.
get it together.
You're
Seriously,
gonna get left behind.
yeah, exactly.
And that's regardless what it is, relationship, money, job, anything.
Everything.
You're right.
Everything.
You're right. But I'm glad you came on the show to talk, and I'm always here to just get good information about things, and I want to relay it to everybody out here because not everybody know how to go about relationships, and not everybody's
yeah.
happy in their relationships.
Oh, yeah.
And you have marriages that's failing and everything.
Oh,
And sometimes it's good to talk, and like you said, you got like a group of people that come out
Oh,
with
yeah.
you guys. You guys talk about different things
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah, to get different perspectives, but it's different perspectives, but all on the same level. That's
Right,
the thing.
I get you.
See what I'm saying? Like, we're all about having healthy, good relationships, not necessarily with each other.
Yeah.
'Cause we're all different people, but being in a healthy, good relationship. Because
Right.
even with females and stuff like that, they have a lot of little things that they need to work on for themselves, but not really admit it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's people out here I have talked to people, who had low self-esteem
Mm-hmm.
and got beaten up and battered that way and not able to recover and pick themselves up and know their worth.
Right.
I have talked to dudes, that are good dudes but still keep bumping into the wrong female,
Oh yeah. Of
picking
course.
the wrong type over and over again. It's like, put your hand down. Stop raising your hand. You're so silly. He's like,
No, but hey,
he's like, hallelujah.
Been there and
over
done
here.
that. Been there and done
Exactly. So, but you know what it is too, though. So a lot of people, which one of my close friends, again, the dude, we all out to eat stuff, and you know him. He. I'm real proud of his brother. I am because. He took a big jump back after having a lot of bad relationships and breakups to where it was like,
Right.
I'm going to meet a girl first. 'Cause I talked to him a lot too. I'm going to meet a girl first. I'm going to date. I'm going to get a feel. I'm not going to have sex.
Right.
For at least 6 months to a year.
Yep. And that's
Before-
hard. That's hard.
Yeah, exactly. Before he meets her, and so far it's actually been working for him. Really, he's a real good dude and stuff like that. But it has really been working for him, far as what he wants.
Right.
Like he wants a good, solid relationship with his girlfriend or whoever he's gonna choose
As-
first
as
before
you
he even
should,
start a
as you
family and
should.
stuff like that. Just out of past relationships. If you go through so many relationships and ain't learn anything out of past relationships, I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly. And everything a learning process.
Yeah.
You know, but you should be to get better at it.
Yeah, exactly,
You know,
exactly.
so-
Especially as you get older, you should not be 40-something years old,
Yeah.
still fighting, kicking,
Right,
windows
right.
open like my
Time
neighbors.
slashing or whatever, you know what I mean? You got to be able to grow.
I'm trying
Bro.
to tell you, I had a neighbor like that. I was like, good Lord, they act like they 20 and they older than me. They're like
Yeah.
46, 47 years old, still beating each other up, going through it. I'm like, why ain't they effectively learn how to communicate by now? This is ridiculous.
and that's a big thing. That's
You
a
see
big
what I'm saying?
thing, yeah.
Then you got to have enough love there too, and enough respect, to actually humble yourself. I am big on submission.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But submission in the way that it doesn't hurt.
Right. In other words, what you're saying is being able to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it was my fault.
Yeah.
How can I do what can I do to help?
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
But I'm also big on the aspect that women are women and men are men.
True,
You see what I'm saying?
true.
At the end of the day, like once again, you could be a single woman. You could do it all.
Right.
But then you're going to be laying there like, okay, this and this, I'm tired, I'm this and this. Like, where's my hug? Where's my thing at?
Right, right. I get
But you
you.
so
I get
strong and you out there that you're not even willing to let anybody in. So
Right.
you built that wall up, and that's what he was talking about, what you call it upstairs.
Yeah. And a lot of women do that. They build that wall up, and then some women become like too strong.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
with me, I always use myself as an
Yeah.
example. I don't need no strong, headstrong woman. That's something that I don't look for at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just doesn't fit my personality.
Mm-hmm.
So that just wouldn't work. But think that you don't just learn that. You
Yeah.
figure that out. But nah, that's not the one for me. But it's always somebody out there.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope and pray that you find that right one.
Yeah.
And then you guys can build from there.
Exactly, and you're right in the aspect. And there's some women are so headstrong, they're hard-headed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Some women are so headstrong, they're freaking hard-headed, and it's sad because then they ruin a good man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta allow him to breathe. You got stuff to do just like he got stuff to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like-
Let the man go out and play pool with his friends or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be all up on it. Like, you should be able to have two different lives. Have some hobbies. Get some lives.
Get some friends, some good friends.
Exactly.
Because being together ain't good either, right?
Yeah,
All the time.
I'm trying to tell you, 2020 broke it down. Broke people down.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
surprised the domestic violence rate didn't go up in 2020. I really am. It probably did. And I
Yeah.
don't even know about it.
You know that. But
Seriously.
you know what? I'm glad you came on the show. And I've been wanting to get in touch with you and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
finally got you together.
Oh, yeah.
And this might be a part 2. I might run a part 2. We got a lot to say.
Oh, boy.
But a short time. But once again, I appreciate you coming on the show.
We can work on marriages the next time.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
in a good marriage.
Exactly. And once again, this is our Uncle Yab, and we gabbing with Yab. Good night. That was awesome.
Thank you, sir. Let me print my papers out.
Yeah, do that.
Well, good. Pick some time when we come upstairs. You know you're going to talk shit.
Oh, yeah, you know we're going to talk